Hey everyone, my name is Sirhcus and welcome back to another episode of theSirhcus, my single player Let's Play series. We're back at La Quinn, the logging village. Last episode we were working on our logging mill here, trying to finish this up. And I made a couple of changes. One of them is I switched out our blade. It was made out of stairs and blocks. Decided to make it out of iron bars, which was suggested by Fwip in the comments, one of our fellow server members on Decidedly Vanilla. And yeah, this makes a lot more sense. I do like the look of the stairs, like it made it look like a jagged saw blade, but this actually looks like a thin saw that would actually work in cutting these logs into planks. So I redid that. It still looks a little janky, a little weird, but it's kind of hard to make this work. And it's weird how the iron bars work, since if they're not connected to anything, they're only like half a block. And so this thing is actually, it's technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks wide and only 4 blocks tall. So the center is like right there in the middle of these 2 blocks. Like it's just the top bar of that iron bar that we have connected to the side. So there's really no like center. You can't have, like, you can't put a block in the center as like the axle or whatever you would call that, the shaft that goes through the blade. Which makes it a little weird, but whatever, it works. I think it looks pretty neat. Also, I redid some of the log piles here to make them look a little bit different. It wasn't just the same log piles over and over, and it's also matches our tree farm and the wood that we're getting from it. So the spruce trees and the jungle trees, we're growing the big 2x2 trees. So they have these giant trunks. And so I made the log piles sort of reflect that. So we have 2 large logs here of the jungle wood and the spruce wood. And I think that makes it look a little bit more interesting. And again, just sort of varies the shapes that we have going out here in the lumberyard. And then we have the dark oak tree, which this is basically like a whole tree just kind of laying here on its side. Is what I was going for, sort of, since they are like, you can't really get nice logs out of the dark oak trees. It's just this giant blob, and so that's what we got here, and that's I guess what they're going to be cutting up to get the planks out of. So yeah, a little bit different. I think it looks pretty interesting. Today we're going to be focusing on the rest of the village, trying to finish this up. I have been doing some work adding like the logs here to the corners. And I've been doing some work varying up the foundations on these buildings. I think, yeah, right here we can start doing some work here. Hello. These things are just, they're mob traps. It's the only dark place around. And lots of mobs are showing up. It'd be kind of interesting. Are we out of arrows, really? Oops. It'd be interesting to hook up like little tunnels from each of these, little water tunnels, channels. I'm trying not to look at that stupid Enderman in the back there. I don't think I looked at him. But it'd be interesting to hook up like little water channels to each of these and collect all these mobs into one spot. It'd be a very widespread and inefficient mob farm, but it would look kind of neat and it'd be interesting to do. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna keep working on the village here, try and finish it up, because next episode is our world tour, episode 50, already. It's been a year since we started this series, and I guess, 50 episodes, that's one a week. That's not terrible, but it's definitely not great. Look at this, crafting arrows. What a weird thing to do in Minecraft. Something that I pretty much never do. It's such a strange thing. Anyways, let's get back to building. And also, we have a big announcement for this series. Last episode I mentioned, hopefully you guys are excited, hyped. What's it gonna be? What's the announcement gonna be? Well, next episode is the world tour. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I already said that. Next episode is going to be the final episode of theSirhcus. We're shutting it down. We're starting over, and I'm pretty excited. Why are we doing this? Some of you might be asking. Well, there's a few reasons. One of them is The name of this series, The Sirhcus. I am not too fond of it. Why did I pick it? I have no idea. It was the only thing I could think of at the time. It's something that I had used before, The Sirhcus, and like it has my name in it. It's kind of a fun play on words, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for me. It doesn't make any sense for this series. Good thing I got some more arrows. These places are just ridiculous. I should just run in there and place torches, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. But also, this is kind of fun, isn't it? Come on. He's just like running past the hole. All right. So when I think the circus, I think, you know, usually when you say something is a circus, it's like it's a crazy, lots of things happening, sort of silly place, just very strange and weird. And I don't think I or this series is really any of those things. I am kind of the opposite. I'm pretty, I don't know, straight-laced, I guess. I'm not too silly and weird and all over the place. I follow patterns and formulas. Like in this building, even in this building, even if I try and mix things up, make them random, patterns emerge. I like my patterns. Like this, I'm doing these stairs at the top in every single corner, and then the cracks sort of go at an angle downward is what I'm doing here, if you haven't picked up on that. I like order. I like things to make sense, and that's who I am. And so the circus doesn't really fit my personality. It doesn't really fit what we're doing here. The only reason I chose is, like I said, something I've used before. It's a nice play on words, and I wanted something that I could get imagery from in order to like kind of base, you know, like the logo and the theme song around. Like we have the circus tent as the logo. We have kind of circusy music as the theme of this series, and that's what we got going on. But I never really liked it. I just couldn't think of anything better, and so that's what I went with. So we're changing the name. We are going to be doing a single player series still. We're not ending that. We're going to continue on with single player Minecraft. We're just going to be starting something new with a new name, and I'm pretty excited. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen the name and the logo I've been working on. It is subject to change a little bit, but the new name of the series is going to be The Colonies, and I really love the logo that we got on that I've made up, and I think the name fits a lot better. So since my hiatus, I've been kind of doing a channel redesign. Oh, it looks like do I have any on me? Oh, I do. Nice. I've been doing a bit of a channel redesign, making everything a little bit more nautical. I am now theSirhc, the salty sea dog. My Minecraft skin is a little bit more nautical. We have our little pirate hat type thing and some pirate garb, I suppose, even though we're not pirates. We're a lighthouse keeper, an honest lighthouse keeper. Maybe we're a little bit more mischievous in our younger years, but now we've settled down and we take care of boats coming near the shore with our lighthouse and maintaining our lighthouse. But yeah, and I think that fits a lot better with me. I love my port cities. I love my lighthouses. I think I have my one design that I've built several times and I really enjoy it. How are you doing this? You super fast sniper. What a jerk. I break the block and instantly there's an arrow flying through. But yeah, I love my lighthouse design that I come up with, and I've done a couple other designs or variations of the original design. And I like making the port cities. I like making ships. I've only done like 2 of them, but I really do enjoy it. And I think those 2 that I did look really good, and I'm excited to do more in the future. And so I think that just fits me, fits my style a little bit better. And that's what we're going with. Even in my real life, I am a fan of water and boats and swimming lighthouses. During my hiatus, I took a road trip up to Lake Superior and drove all the way up the Minnesota shore of it to Canada. I'm from Minnesota, by the way. So we have Lake Superior here. And that was really fun. I took pictures of basically every single lighthouse on the shore and just walked around on different beaches, went swimming a little bit. It was a lot of fun, and Duluth was really cool, seeing that big port city that they got up there. Very neat area. Now you may be asking yourself, or maybe even asking me in the comments already, why am I starting a new series? Why am I starting over, getting rid of all the work that we've done here just because you don't like the name? Why not just change the name of the series and continue on? Well, there's a few other things that I don't like about the series. I feel like I've made some mistakes. I've done things wrong. I mean, as far as you can do things wrong in Minecraft, I've made this series a little less enjoyable for myself by the way I've been playing. And it kind of started out with we added the restriction, or I added the restriction. I shouldn't throw you guys under the bus. That we can't do any caving yet in this series, and I don't really have a set goal for when we can actually go caving and get resources, which in itself isn't bad. But then I also have been like, I really haven't been working on making any farms, any ways of getting resources, or at least I've been doing it very slowly. And the way I've been doing it is making giant villages just to get a few resources. Like we made the giant quarry town that took forever to work on, and like it's still, I mean, these villages we've done still don't look that great. Like they're just kind of shells of villages. There's no real life to them. And you know, we made the quarry town just so that we could get stone, and now we're making this logging village just so that we can get logs. We can have our tree farm here, and that was a bad idea. We need to make places to get these resources much easier, much quicker. We made like an entire village, like overhaul the village just to get trading going so that we could get certain resources. And we've been really slow. We're on episode 50, and I still don't have a lot of things. I don't have farms for things, and it makes the building of these villages very difficult. We don't have a storage room, which is kind of a big deal. My stuff is sort of spread all around the world in different areas, and the areas are very far apart, and there's not a whole lot of organization to it all. And it's no good. It makes for difficult gameplay, and when I'm trying to do these grand villages and such, it makes it hard to get on here and get things done when I'm constantly running around trying to get resources, trying to find things. It's no good. In the end, I just need a fresh start, and that's what the colonies is going to be. I'm pretty excited for it. Hopefully you all are too. The premiere of that is going to come out shortly after the finale of theSirhcus, so stay tuned for that. Gonna be exciting. I'm hyped. I wanna start it and get going. And speaking of fresh starts, I have been working on my Patreon, trying to get that updated and to where I like it. I've had it for almost a year, and I haven't done a whole lot with it. But with the premiere of the colonies, I would like to actually get a Patreon video out, something that I have not done, like an actual video just plugging my Patreon. So hopefully that goes over well. I've been messing around with the rewards over there, and just to give you a quick rundown, what I have going on is if you pledge $1, you get access to my Patreon-only Discord. You also get a spot in the Patreon monument that I currently have. Right now in theSirhcus, we have the Patreon Park, where everyone has their own custom tree. I don't know if we'll carry that over to the new world, or maybe we'll do something a little bit different. Maybe like a Patreon fleet where everyone gets their own boat. That'd be a lot of boat building, but it could be interesting. I have been toying with the notion too that of making a public Discord for this channel so that anyone can join and chat with me on there. I think that'd be pretty cool and a nice way to sort of connect with you guys a little bit better on a daily basis and let you guys know what's going on and hear from you, see what you guys think about different things. And then just having like a patron only channel where I go into a little bit more secret stuff or something. Let me know what you think. If you'd be interested in a Discord but would not like to support over on Patreon, let me know, and maybe we'll get that started. But if you pledge $5 or more over on Patreon, you get your name in the end credits. Right now it says special thanks DexJam, so your name can appear there. For $10 you get an invitation to Minecraft patron server, which is not up and running yet, but once we get enough patrons I will get that going so that we can all play Minecraft together. That'd be a lot of fun. And then for $15 you get a video dedicated to you, so it'll show up in the beginning of the video. This video is dedicated to this person, just kind of a special way to thank you, and you get to like choose what video or suggest like what I work on in that video. If you have a build suggestion or something like that, that could be really cool. One last thing I wanted to mention, I know I've been talking forever, lots of updates in this video, but I would like to get back into live streaming more frequently, more regularly, and once we get the Sirhcus back up or not the Sirhcus, but once we get the colonies up and running, get that series going, and things sort of settle into place, I want to do at least a weekly live stream, and I haven't quite decided what I want to do. I would like to do a live stream only series, and it's either going to be modded Minecraft, I'm probably some sort of quest mod pack, because those are a little bit, they kind of have a bit more direction to them, which I think is good. Or I'm going to be doing a single player Terraria series. Now I do have the Terraria series with Pixel Riffs, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that, but right now I'm super motivated by Terraria. I just want to play it all the time, and it'd be fun to actually do a single player and try and get through it. I've never gotten very far on my own in Terraria. Like I played a little bit on my own, but I haven't defeated very many bosses, and so that I think would be a lot of fun. And it's a good game to live stream too, because there's so much to do, and there's just a lot of grinding to it, a lot of work to be done. That would be a lot of fun to do while chatting with you guys in chat. But I'll have some more news about that when we get closer to it. Anyways, we have been doing some nice work here, I think. The foundations are looking pretty interesting. Starting a new house. This is going to be the last building here in Lequin. The only one I had planned was the church up on the hill, where our portal is right now, but I don't think we're going to work on that. We're just going to try and make these houses that we have look a little bit nicer. Alright, I've been working here a little bit, and I got this building done. I think it looks pretty neat, or at least the outside is done. The only other thing I would do or add is play around with adding some windows. I still haven't entirely decided how I want to do that. There's not a lot of room on these buildings to add windows. Like these sides, they're only one tall up there, so you can't really do windows there. This is all supposed to be just like a thick stone foundation, and I think it'd be weird to add windows in there. Maybe we could do just a small one here or there. The only place to add windows would be on these gable ends. I definitely could do something here. I don't think I have any glass out here, but I could go get some. Maybe do some like vertical windows just to let a little bit of light in. But other than that, this is kind of what we're going for with these buildings. I added some balconies to the outside, just like we have on here. And this is the, I think this is about the second biggest house we have in this village. The first being the logging mill over there. So I figured this would be the tavern, because we need a tavern for all these workers. Need a place to go relax after a long day of chopping wood. Just a place to gather And so yeah, this is our tavern right here, which is why it has like two big balconies, just places to hang out, I guess, in the cold. Obviously nothing done on the inside. I'm not going to worry about that today. Right now, as I've said before, I just want to get the outside looking nice. And actually, this is where we're going to end off this video. We still have a lot of work yet to do here. Especially since the world tour is next episode, and I would like to do stuff like this to every single house here, but I figured it'd be nice to have something to kind of show off, something new for you guys to see in the world tour, and kind of a reason to check it out, even if you've seen everything. Not only are you gonna get like a little recap of everything we've done in the world, but you also get to see what this place looks like next episode. So I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you're excited for the new things coming to the channel. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to get started, get going. But that's it. That's all, folks. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, peoples.